Hey, Bo, did Keisha Cole get there yet?
Yeah, she showed up late, super late.
Late as hell.
Hour and a half late.
Sound like she need a fresh perspective.
Man, I don't know, man. They had to reschedule it twice, man. She should have been there.
Man, should have been ready, man.
Exactly.
Bow Wow said she needs some fresh pee-ness.
Bow Wow said she wasn't never that late coming to his house.
Never late.
I guess you got that. He got the power, got the juice. I
It's
guess
Bow Weezy, Mr. 106's Park.
You
know
feel
what I
me?
mean?
That Ayayin, boy.
cats must really want to be like Mike.
You dropped a little for a reason, huh?
Hey man, it is what it is, right?
Sometimes I dream.
I guess that's how it is when you Snoop Godson, or
Hey, man.
whatever the hell he
Hey.
is.
Yeah,
Bow Wow, man.
something, bro.
He a legend, though.
He need to take Keisha back to his fake G5. I mean,
Oh, man, don't do Bow Weezy like that.
Hey, you know what? On that note, man, let's start the show.
shout out to HBCU Esports.
Let's go. We give you a fresh take on this week's hot topics. And before we get started, because we got a show full of information for you guys today. It's full of fun. We just going to continue the energy that we had from last week. So starting off with my man, Bo 2.0. Welcome back, brother. How you feeling?
Feel good to be back. What's up, world? Let's get it.
All right. No, so I got to introduce the Iceman, Amir Drake. Talk to me, man. How you feeling?
Hey, man, I'm great, man. Get to be next to my brother, you know? We got y'all at the crib right now, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. And
Yeah,
now we got these Chiefs.
We'll touch on that later. But before I even introduce this next man, shout out to Big Game James for helping assist and making the show what it is today.
Big game.
But now I also got to introduce the man who makes the show look so smooth, make it look so good, man. Shout out to the professional, Mr. D. Stanfield.
Man, it's good to be here tonight, man. Shout out to my man Courtney, Denzel Chappelle, man,
Shout out
young
to
and
Courtney.
talented, man.
Prayers up the court.
Prayers out to you, man. Hope you get back safe.
Yeah.
See you next week, bro. Let's turn up.
Absolutely. And you know what, guys? I guess we just got to jump right to it. Ice,
Yes.
congratulations, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
We got to go straight to that NFL.
Hey, he not the only
man.
one from Buffalo over here.
Oh, yeah.
The town.
I got to get right to it, man. Let's talk about these NFL playoffs. I'm going to start. My guys got beat down. You know, y'all was the better team that night. But Bo 2.0, talk to me, man. What did you think about these NFL playoff games, and what you think about last week? And tell me what you think about what's coming this weekend in terms for the championship games.
Some good games. Buffalo beat the Ravens.
We already talked about that.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, let's talk about it in totality.
okay. Buffalo beat the Ravens. Tampa Bay beat who they played, the Saints.
Yeah.
Burst used to always say Drew Brees was better than Tom Brady. We seen that. Virtually took another L when it come against me with that. So hold that L, sir.
Shout out to D Burts.
I mean, Tom Brady in the NFC Championship game, and that's what he came to NFC to do. They said he needed Bill Belichick. He proved them wrong. He's in the NFC Championship game. Now, do I think he get to the Super Bowl? No, I don't. I think Green Bay win that game, but the Buccaneers did what they supposed to do. And as far as Buffalo, I picked Buffalo go to the AFC Championship game beginning of the season.
You did.
Against Kansas City.
You did.
That's where the road stops with them. Okay, stop right there. Okay, good.
Oh, man.
Unless Pat Mahomes doesn't play, but he's gonna play. We all know.
Or
he's
he could get hurt again.
We want that
He's gonna
smoke,
play,
man.
and
I said he can get hurt again.
he's not gonna get hurt again. He'll be all right.
Okay. All right.
And I mean,
Not that I'm wishing that on
Baltimore
that guy.
lost until let me tell y'all something. I love black quarterbacks, but until Lamar Jackson becomes a better passer, he would continue to struggle in the playoffs. It's just that simple. I can't put it no other way. Josh Allen has improved as a passer. That's why he's having the year he's having this year. Lamar Jackson has to become a better passer, and he need more weapons on the outside. I love Hollywood Brown. He can't be your number one receiver. Can't be. That's all I got to say about that.
Okay. Let's go over to Ice. He is part of Bill's Mafia, so
yes,
I'm gonna let him do his thing, man. So talk to me. How did you feel about last weekend?
I should have worn your Buffalo gear in here today.
And then talk to me about what you feel is going to go on this weekend.
Man, first of all, I want to thank, Coach McDermott, Coach Dable, for drawing up such a wonderful, wonderful play calling and strategy to keep, Lamar, any given play, he can, score a touchdown, make a big play. But we held him under wraps. We held everybody under wraps. Defense balled out.
They did a good job.
And shout out to Tyron Johnson, man. That's what we do, man. 101 yards. Come on, man. But I'm with you, Bo. Lamar got to get better, man. He got to get better as a passer. Even though he got knocked out, but it really wouldn't have mattered. The game was over with.
But real quick, Ice, before I get to the professional, understanding that he does need to be better in terms of anticipation, but understand what y'all talking about. This man not being good at anticipation has already won an MVP, one of the winningest quarterbacks in the first 3 years in his career. Basically, what y'all calling for a serious problem, because once he can anticipate throws, go into windows like that, you can cancel Christmas.
Cam Newton was the same way.
You cancel Christmas.
Cam Newton was the same way.
He still got to go through Mahomes and now Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Oh,
And Justin Herbert,
the AFC
like,
is about to get
The
real.
AFC is real,
AFC
especially
is
with
real.
the quarterback play. So,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And don't forget, you got some young studs got to come in now too.
yeah.
Man, don't forget. I mean,
And they both gonna be in the AFC.
Yeah.
Imagine if Deshaun Watson end up in Miami.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in the AFC anyway though.
Already
I know
in the AFC.
he's in the AFC, but
But if he go to
Miami got a
Miami,
team. They got a
team.
defense.
Yes.
They got they already vying for Allen Robinson. I hope he don't leave Chicago, but they already vying for Allen Robinson. So if Deshaun Watson and Allen Robinson end up in Miami, it's gonna be a long day.
The AFC got probably, when it comes to, I mean, you got the top quarterbacks in the NFC. But Drew Brees is retiring, he say.
Yeah.
But you got Brady, Rodgers, Russell Wilson. But besides that, all the young studs are in the AFC. Deshaun Watson, Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen. You got Trevor Lawrence about to get drafted to an AFC team. Justin Fields probably get drafted to an AFC team. I mean, we're going to see.
Hey, real
Carson
quick.
Wentz going to get traded to an AFC team.
Welcome back, Tom Casey, and shout out to dog
Tom Casey,
Smith.
you got to stop hating, my brother.
Yo, Tom Casey said,
Man,
"Keep
it's
smoking
always
rock."
it's always a
Buffalo.
Patriot fan / Bills
Mahomes
hater in
is
the
fully
building.
practicing. It's night time. So let's go to the professional, man. Talk to me about how you felt about what happened last weekend, and what do you feel is coming forth this next weekend?
Well, since we only talking about the Bills game right now, shout out to Bills Mafia. To be honest with you, man, the minute I saw Benny's new rendition of the Bills Mafia anthem, I already knew what it was. I knew Lamar didn't have a chance. He already was coming into the game looking like Lorenz Tate with the braids to the side, man. That's immature if you're asking me. He should have cut that off and went with the nice cut. But since you come into the game immature, you get sent home short. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was.
Keep talking about my quarter.
I mean, and he didn't just get sent home. He got knocked out of the game, which I first of all I didn't see that coming. That's first and foremost.
I mean, it was on a fluke play. It wasn't he was running into anything. It was a fluke play.
It was a fluke play. I didn't like it because I like to beat people. I like for teams to beat people at their best.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so
the game was over with, though. Bro.
But the game was over with.
We watched it together.
Yeah.
The game was over with.
The game was definitely over
with. They was at the 2-yard line.
Okay, all right, listen, man. Enough about this Buffalo.
Let's
we can talk about it all show if you want to.
Let's
talk about the Bucs and the Saints.
Let's talk about the Browns because everybody in the media loves the Browns. They wanted this great story and all this other stuff. Mahomes gets knocked out in the third quarter, and they still can't win the game. So I'm going to stay with you, Mr. Professional. What was your thoughts on that? And just what happened? How come the Browns couldn't bring it home?
Man, there's a lot of rumbling around the league about the refs cost them the game because of the
you talking about Tom Brady? I'm sorry.
The fumble.
My bad.
The touchback instead of the touchdown. I personally feel as though Baker just fell short. It's as simple as that. They had plenty of opportunities, including not having to play against Mahomes for damn near the entire second half, I want to say. And they let Chad Henne finish the game against them, man. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't think that they ran the ball enough.
I was just about to say that.
I think that if they stuck with the game plan that they came in with that got them to the playoffs in the first place, which is grinding with Chubb and Kareem Hunt and using the creativity with the screen pass, they probably would have won that game. It was well within their grasp. They had about 3 chances to at least get it to overtime, let alone win the game. So, I mean, I just think that at the end of the day, from an offensive coordinator standpoint, they got I won't say out-coached. The offensive coordinator gave the game away, and I'll just leave it at that.
Got you. What you got, Bo? You got anything to add on that?
I mean, same thing. Piggyback on what Vine said. Cleveland didn't run the ball enough. I mean, you don't let Baker Mayfield throw the ball 37 times, and you only had 22 rushing attempts. I mean,
Baker got all the commercials.
Yeah,
man.
but you got the best
with the groceries and all that
stuff. You
got
the best running back tandem on the same team in the NFL. Nobody got a better tandem than Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. You run the ball, Chad. Even though Pat Mahomes got knocked out the game, we all know Kansas City got the best weapons in football. All you had to do, they did what they did, get the ball in their playmakers' hand.
Coordinator too.
Yeah, Andy Reid, the best play caller, even though they say Eric, the enemy, I like him. He deserves a head coaching job. Andy Reid called his own plays. Okay? Chad Henne is a proven vet, been around the league for a long time, solid backup, a career back. He's a backup quarterback. But he know how to play. He always had them ready, you know what I mean? So all he did was manage the game. He didn't lose them the game. That was when Pat got out the game, they already had the lead. Just manage the game and don't lose me the game. That's what he did. And the recall, it was 4th inches. He went for it on his 50-yard line, got the ball to one of his playmakers, and game over.
2 bread and butter, Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce.
They both had over 100 receiving yards.
Yep.
Hey, man.
Come on, man.
Shout out to the Alpha.
Unlike Cleveland, they went with the game plan with the people that got them there.
And when you got Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb both averaging 5 yards a carry, but I think Kareem Hunt only had 6 carries the entire game. Why? Give him the ball.
That's ridiculous.
Come on.
Out-coached.
Come on, man.
Ice, talk to me, man. What you think about this game? And shout out to the Alphabet.
I think Cleveland got out-coached. They got outclassed. They got out-coached. They kind of hit the panic button, especially, seeing when Mahomes went out.
Their eyes should have got big. It should have been
let's
on.
Just pass.
Yeah, they tried to get back in the game so quick because they were still down instead of playing their regular game, just running the football.
Yeah, and they defense. I bet it. I would have put my bread on the defense.
Defense only gave up 22 points. That's not bad to a Kansas City team.
Yo, this is the first time. This is the first time I seen Myles Garrett all year. He showed up in this game and didn't get rewarded for it. That's crazy.
Wow. But Kansas City was the better team. We all know that. So I wasn't surprised at the outcome.
And last but not least, we got possibly Drew Brees' last game. And listen, last week I was dead wrong. I said that Tom Brady was going home, and I thought Drew Brees was going to try and ride that train in the Lambeau where I thought his season was going to end there because personally I believe Green Bay is going to the Super Bowl. But once again, Tom Brady trying to high-five the refs and all that other stuff. I won't go there. But Vaughn, talk to me, Mr. Professional. What was your thoughts on Drew Brees' last game and how, he really just didn't look like he had it last week?
Man, it wasn't just the last game. Drew Brees has been struggling the entire year. He even struggling.
That's what I say, people.
He's been struggling really since the last 6 games of the previous year. He's had what we would call if we were talking about Phillip Rivers, the noodle arm. He's had difficulty throwing the ball over 30 yards. I think if you look at his statistics on passes over 30 yards, I think his completion percentage is below 40% for the first time in his career. So I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not surprised at what Drew Brees was doing, at his failures. I mean, D. Burt's, who's the biggest Drew Brees fan that I know, has been on record since last year saying that he's done. He probably should have called it quits last year, so Jameis could have got it rocked. Because I mean, Jameis threw a touchdown in that game.
But you know what? Does Jameis get the job, or does Taysom Hill, or is it a competition?
Is the job is do you get a bonus for like if you get to the playoffs? Do you get free crab legs? Because if that's the case, then Jameis would get in.
Don't do my boy like that. I'm a Florida State fan. Don't do my boy like that.
Hey,
I mean,
Jameis might be 300 pounds coming into camp next year if he living in New Orleans. All that food.
Wow. So Bo, what you think, man? Talk to me about Brees in his last game and Tom just being Tom. I mean, the way it looks. Oh, shout out to Angelique Fernandez too. My day one. I mean, it looked like Tom. Personally, I think Tom gonna lose. I'm gonna keep saying
shout
Tom
out to
gonna
her
lose until he lose. But but I mean, so what's your thoughts?
I mean, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in the same year.
Very hard.
And
very hard.
That's what I mean. The 2 times before last week game, the Saints beat the brakes off the Bucs twice. And you got to understand, it was Tom Brady with a bunch of new teammates. It wasn't no offseason, so he had to get acquainted with them. You get what I'm saying? Drew Brees is a top 5 quarterback all time, but like I was telling D. Burt's, who's the biggest Drew Brees fan I know, he was never better than Tom Brady. And he proved that. Tom Brady beat him, and I'm happy Tom Brady beat him. The Saints missed Taysom Hill.
He torched Tom Brady twice. Torched him.
He did. Beat the brakes off him. The Saints missed Taysom Hill today.
Exactly.
I mean,
I had the same discussion with my.
Did we not?
Yeah. The Saints missed Taysom Hill. I keep telling folks, Taysom Hill was their 3rd offensive weapon behind Kamara and Michael Thomas. They used him in a lot of ways. They missed him last Sunday.
Hey, didn't Kamara get little boyed in that game?
He did.
So, I mean, if you look at Brady's numbers, it ain't like Brady just played terrific. Yeah. I mean, he managed the game.
He's a
game manager. That's what he do.
Yeah.
And they ran the ball good. Both of the running backs had over 60 rushing yards. You know what I mean? They had more rushing attempts than pass. Hint, Cleveland. That's what you should have did. Tampa Bay in the NFC Championship game. I don't think they're going to win because I think Aaron Rodgers is too good to only have 1 Super Bowl. So he's going to get back there. I think Green Bay will find a way to beat him.
Didn't Peyton Manning get his last Super Bowl as a game manager? Because he dang.
Yeah, most definitely.
Shout out to Von Miller. But I guess our next banner, it does kind of deal with Drew Brees and his legacy. Am I correct?
Well, I thought we were going to talk about the conference championship games, but let's go ahead and jump to that Drew Brees thing. Yeah,
let's talk about the Drew Brees. I mean, we can touch on the championship games, but Ice, man, just
hey, man, top 5 first ballot Hall of Famer.
Okay,
it's a given. You know, I'm a Drew Brees fan, always have been. Even though a lot of people say that Super Bowl was a fix for the league. I don't believe it, but, you know, it is what it is. But the numbers don't lie. He's been consistent every year, throwing 4,000 or 5,000 yards a year. I mean, greatness. You can't cheat greatness. I mean, he got 1 ring, so you can't say he ain't got no chips. So, I mean, let him bow out with grace.
Okay, and so – Mr. Professional, I want you to put yourself in the mind state. You're the Miami Dolphins, and you got a choice to make. Drew Brees on one hand, Dante Culpepper on the
other. Yo, man.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
Don't do that. At the time, Culpepper was the shit.
No, Randy Moss was the shit. Culpepper was just a beneficiary of it.
I mean, but we like the Cole.
Culpepper had the benefit of having one of the greatest route runners in,
he had a strong
in NFL, and he had
a rocket arm.
He had Chris Carter.
4-1.
You had Chris Carter and Randy Moss on both sides, and you had Robert Smith in the backfield. How can you fail? Trent Dilfer could have got a Super Bowl with that.
Shout out to Trent Dilfer, champion.
Trent Dilfer did win a Super Bowl though.
He did. Jesus Christ. Jay Cutler could have won a Super Bowl with that team. Well, no, let me stop.
He would have quit.
So,
30, he would have quit.
You know, Miami makes they go after Culpepper.
Shout out to Jay Cutler, the quitter.
And,
he just quit on his marriage last year too, didn't he?
Wow.
Ooh.
Come on now. And so Drew Brees goes to New Orleans. Do you think Drew Brees becomes what he becomes if he went to Miami? Or do you think it was just the organization at New Orleans that helped him to grow and become who he was supposed to be?
I mean, wasn't New Orleans trash when he got there?
Sean Payton helped a lot.
Sean Payton is a hell of a
They were
coach.
coming off Aaron Brooks, right?
Aaron Brooks, I think so.
They were
Miami
coming off of Aaron
doesn't
Brooks.
have-
So I
Miami
won't
doesn't
say
have
that they were.
anything
I won't say
close
what
to
they were.
Sean
I won't say
They
what.
wasn't
I won't say they
bottom
were
of the-
trash.
They wasn't bottom of the league.
But they were bottom of that
wasn't-
division at that time,
They
right?
wasn't talked about.
Yeah,
Right.
the worst
You
team in the NFC South.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
No
so,
doubt about it.
Exactly, yeah.
So with that being said, I mean, you could say that that Drew Brees saved that franchise. Is that fair?
I
Saved the
agree.
city.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, him and Chris Paul. Because Chris Paul ended up coming
yeah.
there, and him and Chris
But
Paul
He
saved the
was
city.
there before Chris
He was
Paul.
there before
Chris Paul also almost ruined the city because as soon as he got there, they had Katrina.
When it comes to sports in New Orleans, that's Drew
That's
Brees.
Drew Brees
The
City.
same. That's Drew Brees
That's
City.
Drew Brees City.
Yeah. Only person that got a chance
So
still there if
so we just
Zion
gonna
bring a
award-
championship there.
So we gonna award the city to Mr. All Lives Matter? Is
Yes,
that's
absolutely. Why not?
Okay.
That's
All right.
one of the
He's
biggest
put in
tourist
mad work.
spots in the
Yeah,
world.
He's put in mad work, man. He's put
Hey,
mad
well,
dollars behind
that Superdome. He
you know.
had that thing rocking. I'm
Man.
trying to tell you, I was there. I seen it live.
Well, I think it's because of him. I think it was because of him that they opened up the Superdome for the people that were suffering from Katrina. So yeah, that makes sense.
Shout out to that man for that. But you touched on Sean Payton, and that was a good point. Does Drew Brees become Drew Brees if he goes to Miami because he doesn't have Sean Payton?
I don't know. I mean, I don't. Sean Payton is a hell of a coach.
I think Drew Brees. Yeah, I think
One
Drew
of
Brees
the-
is successable. He does.
Will he be? Will he have the numbers? No.
Probably not.
Will he be a? He might be Phillip Rivers. Probably with.
His trajectory is probably similar to where he was in San Diego.
Yeah.
If he-
I don't know if he'll win a Super Bowl in
If
Miami.
he went to
though.
Miami, he would have to deal with Tom.
Woo. Yeah, in the Patriots. Yeah.
He ain't winning no chip.
Nah, he not winning no chip.
Not in Miami.
Not in Miami. No.
Now, if he'd have went to Buffalo with the team, with some of the teams we had, he could have beat Tom. We
I
did.
don't know, man.
We suffered that quarterback, bro.
No,
Not
we
dealing with
suffer
Tom.
we suffer with receivers.
That Rex Ryan team that was stacked,
Buck
that we didn't
Flair,
have no,
what's going
that we
on,
didn't have
guy?
no quarterback, we probably could have beat them with Drew Brees.
If he went to the Jets when they had Rex Ryan,
Instead of Sanchez, yeah,
and
he
they
could have
probably
beat Brett.
with that defense. Yeah.
yeah.
And you know what, Mr. Professional, since you are the producer of the show, we just had somebody that's interested in calling in. We probably do need to add that element to the show.
Yeah, we could do that.
We don't have to do it this week.
Starting next
Ron, we don't have to do it.
No.
We
We
gonna
could
start next week.
we could do we could do it. We could do it with the. We could do it with the feed, but not the call-in number, but we could do it with the feed, Ron. So hit me up on the DM. I'll send you the link.
And Buck Flair, I know you watching right now, and I know you excited about the prospects of your Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to the Super Bowl, but I'm a go on wax right now. Lambeau Field, Aaron Rodgers. You got to stake your mantle right here. Aaron Rodgers, if you are that bad man, you got the man right in front of you this coming week. Aaron Rodgers, you got to do your thing.
I think on the
If
two.
Aaron Rodgers loses this game, I'm dropping him down a peg. I'm dropping him down a peg. He dealing with Tom, but Tom 40-something.
That don't mean nothing. You see
Tom
Tom weapons?
40-something.
You seen Tom weapons? Tom got better weapons than Green Bay. Whenever you get
Yeah.
through.
Tom got some
Whenever you get through.
Yeah.
Tom got
Tom
some
Brady got the weapons, same thing like Kansas City got. He got weapons out there.
weapons.
Yeah.
Got wet. Antonio Brown his third receiver.
But Aaron,
Come on, man. Let that sink in. Antonio Brown is one of the best receivers in our generation.
That's facts.
Man,
that's
been
facts.
balling.
Yeah. LaShawn McCoy is a Hall of Famer.
shout out to Des.
He don't even get no burn.
Look, shout out to Des Bryant. We should have signed Antonio, but that's another story. All right, man. What we
There's
got
a
on
lot
the-
of people that should have signed Antonio.
What we got on the shout out to Josh?
But
Gordon, too.
not everybody has Tom Brady on their team to control Antonio.
It's Aaron Rodgers' first NFC Championship game, home game. Never
got-
had a home game at Lambeau Field, a NFC Championship game.
He's no longer that bad man if he don't win this game.
He should win the game.
He's not gonna win the game.
He's no
You don't
longer
think he
a
gonna
bad
win?
man.
I'm not betting against Brady ever. I learned my lesson.
I know that Green Bay,
20
Tampa
years
Bay
of
beat the
torture.
brakes off of him early this season. I think Green Bay wants to get back. That's all I'm gonna say. I think Green Bay wants to get back.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, as they should, but it's still
Only
Tom
two
Brady.
people won a playoff game in Lambeau Field in the playoffs: Michael Vick and Eli Manning. They're the only two people that won a playoff game in NFL history in the playoffs at Lambeau Field. That was on the road, I think. Yes, I think so. If I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong, but I could
Say
have.
that one more time.
Eli Manning and Michael Vick are, I think, on the only two quarterbacks that won the playoff game in Lambeau Field in the playoffs. They've been on the road.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Rex Grossman did.
He might have. I don't know. I got to look that up.
I think we had to look that up, but I think Rex Grossman did on the way to the 2006 championship.
I think we covered this topic a little bit. We the next topic, man. What's that next band?
You don't want to go to the AFC Championship game and
All
talk
right,
about that?
let's talk about that.
Because I think that's worthy. I think you don't want to talk about it because Lamar Jackson's not in the conversation. But I think we want to talk
I
about it.
don't want to.
I'll crank it up.
Go ahead, crank it up, man.
Buffalo-
I don't want to talk about it.
Buffalo got a good offense, but I don't know if you want to get in a shootout with the Kansas City Chiefs.
They barely beat us. They only scored 22 on us the last time.
I mean, yeah. But
And that was when our defense was trash.
Our defense was horrible then.
But do you want to get in the shootout with the Kansas City
We're
Chiefs?
not gonna get into a shootout with them. But we do. We can.
We
can.
can. We can.
We can.
Will we outlast them? That's the question.
Yeah.
But we can. We can.
Yes.
I think if they get in the shootout, Kansas City's going to win by 10 or more.
If we get
We
into a
want
shootout
all the smoke, man.
and Kansas City beats us, the difference will be the running game, not the passing.
they ran
game.
for, I think, the
They're-
running back ran for like 160 yard early in the
Yeah,
season.
the running game is why they beat us.
And it was raining that game. It was wet.
Yep.
So
And look, real quick.
But Edwards
Buck,
Hilaire is coming off an injury. And they don't have Damian Harris.
Did we have Milano that game?
No, we did not.
Yeah, so we healthy, man. Man, we want all the smoke.
Okay.
Mahomes, put that goddamn jersey on, man.
Oh, he going to play.
We want to see you.
He's definitely going to
We
play.
want to see you. We don't want no giveaways.
We
Three
want no asterisks by this
Yeah.
joint. None of that.
We
None of
want
that.
Mahomes.
3 straight years, Kansas City Chiefs been in the AFC Championship game.
We want Mahomes.
Facts.
Only coach that ever did that, Andy Reid did that twice. 3 straight years.
What you mean?
AFC Championship game. That's what they said.
No, we did it 4 times.
4 times.
Oh, okay. But the same coach?
Yeah.
Yeah. Marv Levy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. With 2 different franchises. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
With 2 different teams. That's what they said.
Oh, he
Andy
did it
Reid.
with 2 different teams. Oh, yeah.
He did it with the Eagles.
There-
and he did
there
it
you
with
go.
I mean,
Watch
that's
it.
he a
Watch
Hall
your
of
TV.
Fame
Yeah,
coach.
he did it with 2
Watch your
different franchises.
TV again.
He a Hall of Fame coach, man.
Buffalo better know how to run the ball. That's what I'm saying.
We ain't got to do all that.
Okay.
We just got to manage. We got to manage Mahomes. Because that young boy Josh Allen, man, come on, man.
And I
Come
just
on, man.
real
He a
quick,
winner.
I
He
just
a
gotta
dog,
say,
man.
I think the world want to see Aaron Rodgers versus Pat Mahomes, though.
Yeah, I don't care what the world want to see.
and listen, you guys are watching Fresh Perspective, man, and we just, just giving you that fresh take on everything that we talking about, guy. But Buck, you had said something about Aaron Rodgers being 2-3 against the Buccaneers, but listen, he can't be that bad man anymore if he don't win this game. We got to take him down a peg. It's like he living off that Super Bowl from a long time ago. Aaron Rodgers, if you supposed to be that guy, the person who was the guy before you, quote unquote, became the guy is right in front of your face. Mm-hmm. Send him home. If you can't send him home, you not that dude.
So if he don't win, where will he be at? Your list.
He not number one in his generation. He not.
But he's not
the
considered.
guy.
He's not considered in Brady. He's considered in the generation under Brady, though.
Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, you got.
Yeah,
He's after them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he's not in that class. So who's the guy in his class?
Yeah,
would say- I
Brady
would
and
say
them would
he's
be
the
Brett
best
Favre, right?
in his
Yeah.
generation.
Yeah,
He is the
Brady's
best-
definitely
Yeah,
Brett Favre.
Rodgers is the best
Huh?
in his generation.
Is he really?
Because Brady's up in the Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Phillip
Yeah,
Rivers.
yeah,
He in that generation.
Yeah,
Aaron
he a
Rodgers came
legend.
under them.
But when the last time Aaron Rodgers won a
When the last time Drew Brees won some?
It's been a long time.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody.
Hell,
Nobody.
Joe Flacco's won one since.
Nobody gets there like
Aaron Rodgers.
Tom Brady.
That defense won that. Joe Flacco managed
Our
the
defense
game.
was trash that year.
I agree, though. This
Joe
is the
won that
best
Super
chance Aaron Rodgers will have to get back at the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
This is the best chance he's gonna have.
After this year is over.
Yeah, if he don't get there this year, he's not gonna ever get back there. I don't think.
Because I think Russell coming next year.
Russell will come.
Yeah.
All right, man. I think we covered this. What we got on the next banner, man?
Man, let's talk about the coaches' hirings.
We just hired a coach. I don't even know his name. You can't sit here and tell me he was better than Doug Peterson. Come on, man.
I was going to start.
Come on, man.
I was going to start with D anyway. I was going to start with D anyway.
Jesus.
Mr. Professional, what's your thoughts on it? It's a lot of coaching vacancies going on. So, is Eric B going to get a job, man? Or
Man, this is
are they
crazy.
going to?
But they really can't.
KC.
They
I
can't
want
really-
him out of KC.
Man, can they offer him a job while he's still in the playoffs?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But that's crazy. He's haven't got
I want
one
him
yet.
out of KC.
I mean,
He might not
so
be
he
making
may
it public, though.
Yeah, he may
okay.
be. He may have told them not to make it public so that they can continue to focus on the
Yeah.
What jobs are left?
I mean, he'll be able to announce it after this week. But I mean,
Just the Texans job, right? What's left?
the Texans job.
Chargers guy got.
Chargers guy got hired.
That's it, really, right?
Yeah, right. I want to say the Texans job.
Is there anybody else?
Because Urban going to Jaguars.
Yeah.
I'm interested in
Eagles
seeing
got
how
their
that's going to
coach.
turn out.
And Art Smith got hired for the Falcons job.
Yeah, and the dude got the Jets. The 49er D coordinator got the Jets
Yeah,
job.
think that- I think
Saylor
that Art Smith-
got the Jets job.
Yeah.
I think that R. Smith was a good hire.
Mike Singletary just got interviewed to be a DC somewhere.
In Chicago.
Oh, back to Chicago.
Yeah,
So there's only one job left, and that's the Texans job.
that's a mistake.
I agree.
If they want to keep Deshaun Watson, they better hire Eric B.
I want him out of KC.
I don't think it's gonna matter.
Think you want to go?
KC.
I think he's gonna want out regardless. And I
He
don't
might
think-
stay for the black man.
if I'm Deshaun, I'm telling Eric B, don't come here, because that owner is like having Donald Trump in the front office. I mean, anytime an owner tells in response to questions about Black Lives Matter, if his response is you got the prisoners running the prison,
You mean inmates?
the inmates running the prison,
running
yeah,
the prison.
yeah. Anytime that's your response, I'm on my way out regardless. That dude is a blatantly disrespectful punk ass bitch, and I know we on the airways or whatever, but I don't care, man. Fuck that dude.
Okay, I got you. So Ice, your
Yes,
thoughts
sir.
on these head coaching moves? I personally like the move that the Falcons made. I think he's a solid guy. Personally, I don't think the Falcons should go quarterback in the draft, but that's another conversation. What's your favorite hire so far?
They could
I
go
mean-
quarterback. They better not go Justin Fields.
Who else are they going to go? Sunshine going to be gone. Where else they going to
I
go?
mean, my favorite one, of course, is my guy. You know what I mean? He started with the Gators. He's an Ohio State. You
I'm
know what I
definitely
mean?
interested in that
Ohio
one.
State guy.
Definitely interested in that one.
My guy, Urban Meyer.
Yes, sir.
Even though I don't think he's gonna be relevant in the league, but he's walking into with a what I think a
Franchise.
phenomenal franchise quarterback.
quarterback.
So it's gonna be interesting to see. But yeah, Urban for sure.
Okay, okay.
And I would love to see Eric B get a job, but I don't know. We just gotta wait and see, I guess.
Yeah, I got you. All right, Bo. Your turn, man. Talk to me, man. Which one you like? I mean, what you think about Saylor, man? You think he got the chops? I mean, he got a tough task in Detroit, though.
Man, I don't know, man. I'm talking about the coach we just hired. I understand why we hired him because he was under Frank Wright, and Frank Wright was our offensive coordinator / quarterback coach
That's what I'm talking about, Ron.
when we won the Super Bowl. I think Urban Meyer going to do the best, though. And the reason, because he's won everywhere he's been at.
True.
And he got a lot. They got like $100 million in cap. They going to get some good players in the free agency. And he going to get a quarterback.
Is that going to be before or after they move to London?
Did they move to London?
I
don't think they're
to
going.
London.
Urban Meyer didn't sign up for that. They was going to London.
Yeah,
They ain't going to London.
You ain't
He
got,
already
you,
got-
you ain't got no choice,
He already got
He
health
retired.
issues.
bro.
He retired 'cause he had health issues.
Khan now owns the stadium in London, bro. It's about to go down.
But it ain't going down right now while
It ain't
COVID
going.
going on.
No, it might not go down while COVID going on, but it's coming,
The
bro.
league gonna shut that down.
Yeah,
that's
I don't
why.
think
That's
that's
why.
happening.
I think
That's
the
why
league-
the
I think the
NBA
league
don't
want
want to
it.
do no.
The league wants that.
wants it.
The league wants that. If they didn't want it, they wouldn't be playing games over there.
I mean, the NBA go overseas, but
I think
the
the NFL
the time is too much. That's why it's hard to get a team in Europe. Like the closest you're gonna get is Canada because y'all still on the same time zone for the most part. You talking about a 7-8 hour time difference?
You know the players gonna want to live in London?
It's only five. It's only 5.5.
Only.
Yeah,
That's a long time.
that's not. That's not.
That's
not
like
really.
East Coast to West Coast.
How
it's
how
almost
long
East
is
Coast
the
to West
flight?
Coast.
How long is the flight?
It's 5.5 hours
From where?
from New York.
From New York.
Yeah,
From here.
But what about Cali?
from
Nine-
here, it's-
nine
from here
hours.
it's 6.5. No, it's 9 hours from Cali.
9 hours.
Yeah,
So what division they gonna be in?
They had to stay division
the
they
Ghost division.
That's what I'm saying. Like they gonna be in their own division. They gonna be like a.
Hey man, can we say this conversation for cap and no cap?
They gonna be what? What you call it? A college like how?
Yeah,
Notre Dame
Not
is
like
a
Notre Dame, independent.
independent conference. No, ain't nobody gonna want to travel.
They're gonna put a team in London, Mexico, and Hawaii, and they're gonna be
For what?
non-conference teams.
For what?
He's playing.
Ain't no team going to Mexico.
Hey, D.
If they do the cartel, it's gonna be the funding.
Exactly.
D, hit the comments, man. What they talking about in the comments?
Yo,
man?
stop trying to get rid of my blasphemy, bro.
Yes.
We got some good comments in the comment section. Ray Marsh said, and this was my mistake. Ray Marsh said that was the owner's father that made the statement about inmates running to prison, but they do share the same sentiment, and that's facts. Ron Thomas says Zach Wilson he's referring to the Atlanta Falcons who they should draft. I agree with that because he's still a little bit
tackle.
He's still if they're gonna draft a quarterback, they should draft Zach Wilson.
I think they should draft Justin Fields.
No. If they're going after ticket sales, yeah. But if they're looking for a person to actually be productive right away,
I think he'll set the city on fire almost like Vic.
he definitely.
That's how I feel.
Whoa, you wildin'. He ain't nowhere near Vic.
I said almost like Vic. He from here too.
He said
He
like,
will set the
ticket
city on
sale,
fire.
yeah.
He from here, but so would Deshaun Watson. So if you want somebody that's going to be effective now, you give up.
The Texans should be on the. I mean, the Falcons should be on the phone.
They
with
should be on the phone with
should.
Houston right
Matt
now.
Ryan, Julio, and the pick.
That's
No,
facts.
I ain't getting rid of Julio.
Well, hold on, but the last
I would give
Hold
up.
on, Bo.
I would give up Calvin Ridley before I give up Julio.
No, you give her really young. No, you're crazy.
You're right.
So
No, you gotta give her Julio.
So
But hold on, the last city. the
so what?
last
So what?
city-
Hold on. The draft. The draft is receiver deep.
But hold on, D. The last city to take a homegrown quarterback in the first round was Washington with Dwayne Haskins.
D, you can give up Julio
That's a
and
good
Matt
point.
Ryan and the pick, and you'll still
I wouldn't give up this year's pick. I would give up the following 2 years pick. Because I would be looking to replace Calvin Ridley. this year.
You keep Ridley. You can give up Matt Ryan in next year first and Julio,
Or-
and you keep this pick
or
and
you
you
could-
go get your receiver.
Or you could trade back in the first round, give up that pick, and then give up another pick next year, and give up somebody else like Ridley, and then
Ridley's
go,
not. You can't give up Ridley.
I'm giving up Ridley, bro.
Why?
Because you can go get another Ridley. His
You
name
can
is Jalen Waddle.
Man, you keep Ridley. Ridley was better than all them boys in college. Facts.
Not better than Julio.
Not better than Julio, but he was
I
better
don't,
than
I don't think Ridley was better than Devontae Smith.
How old is Julio?
30. He'll be like 32.
Oh, he gotta go.
Exactly.
Yeah, he
He'll be
gotta
like
go.
32.
He gotta go.
Hey, yo, Devon, read Buck Player's comment.
Devon, Bears fans, please don't talk QB knowledge of drafting Trubisky. Bro, you talking about me. I'm the one that told them not to move up to draft Trubisky when they should have drafted Deshaun Watson. So that's neither here nor there. We got a person, we got somebody on the call-in line. It's the first time that we've had somebody on the show with us on the call-in line. So
history made.
You want to go to this?
Let's do it.
All right, man. Shout out to Ron Thomas, man. Thanks for joining us, man. What's going on, Ron?
What's up? If Drew Brees so good, why they got Bounty Gate
What?
and won the Super Bowl?
Well, Bounty, you got to.
Why did they need Bounty Gate to win the Super Bowl? Is that what you're saying?
I don't think they needed Bounty Gate.
Same way Tom Brady needed the balls inflated.
Every time Brady needs Spygate.
Pause.
let me speak to that real quick. Hey, Ron, that's a good question. But I will say this. I don't think Drew Brees needed Bounty Gate. Think about what Bounty Gate was. All Bounty Gate was like, yo, go hit him. I'm going to put money on it. It wasn't like, all right, let's go hurt that person. It was, yo, hit him with everything that you got.
And you get the bag.
And you get the bag. So it was.
To be clear, it was knock him out the game and you get the bag.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what Bounty Gate was.
Drew Brees don't play defense.
Now guys interpret that however they want to, but it's really knock them out the game and you get the bag.
Yeah.
I kind of like that calling feature. That's dope.
Yeah, well, I do what I do.
Okay.
Drew Brees didn't play defense though.
Yeah, Drew Brees ain't playing no D.
All right, Ron. What else you got for us?
Ron, I understand what you were saying though. I don't think that Drew Brees needed Bounty Gate to win that Super Bowl, but I do think that because Sean Payton authorized Bounty Gate, maybe Sean Payton knew that defense needed extra incentives in order to perform at their top tier of performance level. And I mean, they were kind of raping them out there. And that's kind of cliche because they had Darren Sharper, but that's neither here nor there.
Listen, man, Bounty Gate been around, man, since Little League, man.
Facts.
It's still going on now.
Stars on the helmets. Remember that?
It's still going on now. You don't think Buffalo be like, hey, knock Pat Mahomes out the game.
Yeah.
Hit him in the head. Come on, man. Let's be real.
real.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
They just what they doing.
Real quick, we got to call on. Ron, you got anything else for us, brother?
And I would love to trade Matt Ryan to the Colts.
For who?
With Julio Jones.
For who?
Anybody.
Oh, God damn you,
Ron, you gotta come better than that, sir. If you want to come on Fresh Perspective, I need a fresh perspective.
You gotta get something back for that.
You gotta get something back.
On the
You
Colts?
gotta get something back.
Right.
Who do you want on the Colts?
We're gonna try to get T.Y. Hilton and Darius Leonard.
Yeah, who do you want?
No, you want a pick, right?
A pick and T.Y.
Okay, well,
I'm not taking T.Y.
me personally,
me
because of y'all horrendous defensive woes, I would go after Darius Leonard in a pick. But that's neither here nor there.
would
Colts are not trading Darius
somebody
Leonard.
take
Hell nah.
a quarterback?
Shout out to
that's
South
already
Carolina State and them
over,
Bulldogs, baby.
And I'll tell you what. Hey, Ron, you got one more for us before we go on to the next banner, sir.
Thank you, Court. Thank you, Court.
No.
All right, man. Hey, listen, you just made history. You are the first caller in.
The first digital caller.
Digital caller. Yes, we've had callers before, but you're the first digital caller.
Salute,
on
Ron.
Yeah, salute, man. So thank you for calling in, man. We appreciate you, man. Peace and blessings to you.
Listen, if anybody else would like to call in and you have a fresh perspective and not call in to just ramble, please feel free to hit me up in the DM.
Why you defecate on your man like
No, I'm not talking about. I'm not saying that Ron ramble. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying if you're not calling to just have a debate, like just have a random debate, and you actually have a question that we can address, man, feel free to hit me up in the DMs, and we'll get you on the show. You'll have up to 2 questions to go ahead and ask. Shout out to Ray Marsh, man. Shout out to everybody that's listening to Fresh Perspective, by the way, man. Shout out to HBCU Esports, the 1 Point Network, and Rise Up Family.
Yeah, we might have to incorporate Ass Bo again. Hey, let's go to that next banner.
All right, man. This one's about to get interesting.
Oh, man. I've been waiting for this one. And listen, I got to start with ice on this one because last night I got an opportunity to watch the whole game. I did feel like Kyrie wasn't himself. He didn't look good. But I got to talk about that duct tape that was on Kyrie's hands. It's like as the ball would flow, it would get to Kyrie and stick. And then next thing you know.
Yo, Buck Flair is an asshole, yo. Yo, you're an asshole, Buck Flair. Yo, shout out to the hellaciously creative play on 28-3.
I'm sorry.
But you an asshole for that one, Bo.
That was so unprofessional, but that was funny.
That shit was hilarious, yo. Oh my God.
Oh. I'm sorry. All right. My bad. All right, back to the back.
Shit.
All right, back to James Harden.
Yeah, I hope Tom Brady lose by 40 now
All
because
right,
that
man.
shit.
Talk to
Dang.
Oh my God, yo, Ron! I hope you smack the crap out of Buck Flair when you see him.
Man.
All right, Ice, talk to me, man. Your thoughts on that game, bro.
It's what I predicted. No defense. Like, you get rid of your best defender. So,
I mean, did they give up the cookies last night or what?
bruh,
Yeah, they did.
them boys
How many did Cleveland score?
145 points.
Jesus Christ!
145, man. Like, they almost put up $150. And Colin Sexton, I mean, I'm used to it being in Atlanta. He been a dog. So
Facts.
The 20 points in a row, he was my favorite high school player in Georgia when he was here in high school. So
Talk about trust the process though. His progression has been
so
in terms of basketball IQ.
You know how when he's a rookie, and I used to say this to, people I know in the league and stuff, they used to be like, word around him is that he can't play basketball. I'm like, yo, he's been in the league 2 weeks. Like, what are y'all talking about? He's like, man, he just doesn't understand basketball. I'm like, watch. Just watch. Just wait. And now he's top 10 in the league in scoring. Like, he's killing right now. And the Cavs are actually winning. Like, they're winning games.
They got a solid team.
They got a solid team. They got a
and
solid.
they young.
Andre Drummond balling. I mean,
probably get traded though.
Tristan
But
Thompson balling. Like, they're balling. Like, so to see Colin doing what he do.
I thought Tristan Thompson got traded to Boston.
I mean,
yeah.
Boston.
Yeah.
So with
but he was balling last year before he got traded.
yeah. With once Colin, like, he's playing at an all-star level right now. If he keep it up, he might be an all-star. He's looking real good. I'm not surprised at all. As far as Kevin Love, I don't know what's going on with him, man. They need to free that money up.
He missed LeBron.
Like,
But Ice, before I spread the question around on this one, James Harden, his start in with the Nets was historic.
Man. His start is
So,
crazy.
Did Kyrie mess up that flow?
No, he still had a triple-double. Like, I mean, James Harden with the ball. The difference is, as you can see, James Harden is not dribbling the air out the ball. Right. Like, he's making plays.
Yeah,
That's facts.
So that's all I've been saying. Like, he needed some structure. And Brooklyn's gonna be fine. Like, I mean, I know I'm talking like they do need some defense though. Like, they need to pick up somebody or trade for somebody. They need some defense. But they're gonna be fine. Like, they're gonna be right in the thick of things come playoff time. So we're not gonna worry about that because you got 3 of the top players in the league. You know what I mean? So, 2 top 5 on your team. Yeah. On certain lists. On a lot of people's lists. 2 top 5 on your team. And, Kyrie might even be top 10. So, 3 top 10 players, you better do something when it come down to playoff time.
Okay, so Bo, talk to me, man. You a basketball coach, so talk to me how you feel about the Nets. Just, I mean, what they did last night, this trade, Harden start, Kyrie coming in. Just talk to me about the whole situation.
Well, y'all talking about defense. Did y'all forget who their coaching staff is? D'Antoni, Steve Nash. No folks don't care nothing about no defense. They never did. Okay, they ain't had no defense in Phoenix. Okay, my thing is, you right. James Harden look good. James Harden's gonna really be the point guard.
Yeah,
he's gonna play point guard for them.
Yeah,
Kyrie and KD is gonna be the bucket getters.
With them weapons, he's gonna be a damn good point
and
guard
I mean,
too.
obviously, James can get his shot whenever he wants. They all three of them get their shot whenever they want. Like you said, it is gonna be the defense though, because they don't have a player on their team be like, hey, go get him. They don't have that guy. They should have kept Torian Prince. They should have never let him go. But they're probably gonna end up making a trade. They're gonna have to make a trade. I don't know who they're gonna give up. Their bench is not that strong no more because they got James Harden. So
KD gonna have to pull a LeBron and write all these players down and he gotta go. We need this. We need that. He need to take a page out of LeBron.
They're gonna have to do some playoff time. They should be in the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't think nobody would beat them in a 7-game series. They shouldn't get beat in the 7-game series with the firepower they have. Only team I can see challenging them. Y'all gonna laugh at me, but I think Philly can challenge them because I think they match up with them.
No,
and
you're right. You're right.
Embiid probably is what the league MVP right now. If I'm not, they don't have nobody on their team that can guard Embiid. DeAndre Jordan can do a decent job, but he's going to kill DeAndre Jordan.
You know how many points their bench scored?
They had to move Joe Harris to the bench just to get some points for the bench. And he's their best shooter, 3-point shooter.
They scored 10 points.
From how many Joe Harris had?
6.
Exactly. So they're going to have to start playing defense.
Harris was balling as a starter.
Yeah, that's
He
what I'm
was
saying.
balling.
They
Like,
had to
he
move it
was
to the
looking
bench,
good.
though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But D'Antoni don't care about no defense. They don't care about that. They want you to outscore them. They got the 3 best one-on-one players in the NBA on their team. They got 3 unguardable players. No team in maybe in NBA history ever had 3 unguardable players. I can't think of one.
Them boys had 130. What they had 137.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
The score was 147 and 135.
Yeah, like
It went to 2 overtimes though, so we was okay, but there's still a lot of points.
With the 1 overtime.
Oh, I thought it said final
it was
2.
two. It was two.
It was 2 overtimes.
Yeah, but
and Cleveland got the best of the
they're
game.
gonna have to play some defense though.
I mean,
They'll be all right though. They'll be all right.
and just since you brought up the coaches, who the head coach in Cleveland?
But then Tony run the offense.
No, in Cleveland.
In Cleveland, who is the head coach in Cleveland? I can't forget. I forgot. Who is the head coach? I forgot. I have a brain freeze right now. Who
Come on, man.
is he?
Let's rock a little bit, man. Come on.
Who the head coach of Cleveland?
Well,
I can't remember.
Well, why he thinking, man? I want to know your thoughts on this Nets situation because listen, their fast break was beautiful.
Right.
I love to see them in the open court, but Ice and Bo bring up some very valid points. Not enough defense.
JB sticks that.
Not enough bench firepower. So, what was your thoughts on what happened last night, and just and also talking about James Harden's historic start, and does Kyrie limit what James Harden can do with so much firepower being on the court at once?
James Harden doesn't limit anybody. What people fail to realize is when James Harden is around talent, the majority of the time he's actually an unselfish guy.
He's a willing passer.
He's a very, very willing passer.
A willing passer.
The issue that you're gonna have with James is the same issue you're gonna have with everybody else on that team, except for maybe KD, and it's whether he's gonna want to strap up on defense or not. And with D'Antoni still in the mix behind him, he doesn't have to. So I'm not really concerned about them what they do in the regular season. I'm concerned about the playoffs because the playoffs is when you have to play D. And I think the saving grace on that team is that you still have Jacques Vaughn involved in that entire process to reinforce the defensive play.
Yeah.
And so
I think they'll make a trade. I think they will.
They
have to.
Yeah.
They have to.
Y'all were dead on. They have to get some defense.
Yeah.
They have to get some depth. They have to get some henchmen, man.
What you gonna give up? Joe Harris?
You don't.
No, you can't give up Joe Harris. Can't give up Joe
What else
Harris.
they got to give up?
They gonna have to go to.
They got some young talent. They drafted.
They gonna have to go to free agency.
They got some young talent they drafted in the draft. I forget the kid. The center. I can't think of his name.
There's a young point guard that got straps named Ahmad Caver, but you know what I'm saying. But there's guys out there, Irv, in free agency right now that can bring you a defensive presence. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're not just gonna need like random defensive presence. I mean, I think Andre Iguodala will be on the market for trade sometime soon. But you're gonna need some people there that are not only just random defensive presence, but you also gonna need rim protectors.
They got rid of their rim protector.
And that's my point.
Like that's what hurt them.
That's what hurt them a lot.
The DeAndre Jordan now.
But
they got rid of their rim protector, Jared Allen.
Yeah.
If they don't get
and
rid of him,
he a young dog.
If they don't get rid of him, man, they got a shot. I mean, I would have rather seen DJ go than Jared Allen, to be honest.
Cleveland wasn't doing that though.
No.
Hey, Buck Flair.
And the answer to that was shout out to Ernest Ollis, man. The answer to that was JB Bickerstaff, one of the more educated and trustworthy minds within the game of basketball. So that's what I was alluding to with Colin Sexton. In the beginning when he got there, he didn't have anybody that was relatable and somebody that he could trust.
And they also gonna always compare him to Trey because they was in the same draft class. And Trey,
right,
Trey took off a little faster than he did. So you know what I mean.
But Trey's situation was a lot different. So
okay. So question, Bo.
Buck asked me a question?
Yeah,
Pull it
I
up.
was about to get to you on that one. Yeah, but go ahead. That's where I was about to go.
Okay, so what 4 teams do I think are gonna be there at the end? Lakers. Who's gonna play the Lakers in the Western
Clippers.
Conference Finals?
Denver.
I think it's gonna be the Clippers. If it ain't the
What
Clippers, it's
about
gonna be
you?
the
What about
Dallas.
your Golden State?
They won't have enough.
Okay.
It actually could be Dallas.
That's why if it ain't the Clippers, it'll be Dallas.
I'm gonna say Lakers and Utah. Utah been hooping.
Okay.
Utah has been hooping.
On the other side.
They had Denver beat last year too.
Yeah, they did. So Lakers, Utah in the West, Brooklyn, and
Philly?
I'm going Philly. You know, I'm going Philly.
Brooklyn and
No, I'm going Philly. If it ain't Philly, it'll be Miami again.
I'm gonna say Boston.
What's your 4?
Brooklyn and Boston.
I got Lakers and the Clippers. Philly and Brooklyn. Now, hold on. If Golden State make a trade,
Oh,
You hedging.
hey, I'm
Yo,
just saying.
you hedge,
Hey,
boy.
we ain't no trades happen yet. When did they make a trade? When did Golden State get Bradley Beal? Think about that. What if Golden State get Bradley
Why
Beal?
would we give up Bradley Beal?
Because we can give up Wiseman, Wiggins, and another first.
No, y'all done. Y'all give up Wiseman.
Nope.
saying.
Golden State's not giving up Wiseman.
Okay,
bro.
what do we give up? What do we give up? Wiggins in the Minnesota protected first round pick. It's a top 3 pick. You don't think that's? You
Why
wouldn't do
would
that?
we give
No.
up Bradley Beal?
Cause y'all gonna end his career there. You're not gonna win shit. Get him out of there. Put him on the big stage.
If he
Jesus.
stayed in Washington, his
else.
career was over last year.
All right, Mr. Professional, your last
What if
one.
they get Zach LaVine?
Before we get to my favorite game.
Shout out to Time with Sean, Big Rashawn, Lamar Jackson lookalike. So I'm gonna start with the Eastern Conference because I feel like that's an easier choice for me. I'm going with Philly and Brooklyn as well. I actually agree with Courtney. Right now, Philly is the only contender, the serious contender for that Brooklyn should be worried about because
They can match up with them.
they can match up with them. They finally have a coach that can get them to the playoffs and get and understand effectivity. Although he will shit the bed in the conference finals.
41.
And Brooklyn don't have nobody on their roster that can stop
Embiid.
If Embiid did what he did last night, stay down there.
It's over.
He unguardable. Can't nobody guard him down there.
Yeah,
Can't trust him.
especially
You
if they're
can't
not
trust
trying.
him being healthy though.
That's
facts.
the
only
only thing.
reason-
That's
that's
the
the only
only
reason
thing.
I don't
But
trust Philly.
if you get him to the playoffs, I think
he healthy?
he'll last through the playoffs. And Brooklyn don't play defense anyway. So all Philly really got to do is step out on the 3. Because that's what they're gonna be doing, and make sure that they make every bucket count.
Steph Curry was a big pickup for Philly.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it was.
That was
But you know what? But you know what? All Brooklyn got to do is attack the rim, and Embiid get in foul trouble. It's over.
So Embiid's been relatively getting better with avoiding foul
Yeah,
trouble
we
in the
talking about
playoffs.
the
lately.
playoff stuff.
That's what I'm saying. In the playoffs lately, his problem is I'll leave that alone. Ben Simmons can't shoot. With the Western Conference, again, Lakers. The Lakers will be there, and it's funny that we're talking about the power rankings, but unlike everybody else, I feel like the biggest threat to the Lakers, outside of possibly the Clippers, is the Phoenix Suns. I think that it's an underestimate. I think
I'm not mad at that.
that team is being
Ayton-
underestimated, and they're
looking good,
you talking about people balling.
Yo, Ayton look good.
I'm not mad at
Aiden
that.
looks good. Chris Paul is leading that charge as he does everywhere he goes.
Right.
Devin Booker is being who Devin Booker is, but they strapping up on defense, and that's the caveat that people are really missing.
Yeah.
And so I think that if the Clippers are no longer in the picture, Phoenix is probably the biggest threat, and nobody's really taking them seriously in terms of seeing them coming.
They got a good veteran in the young core. I like that. You got Chris Paul and you got Jay Crowder. They the veterans, and even
Jay Crowder was a big pickup.
even though Devin Booker's still young, he's still considered a veteran. Then you got Cam Johnson and what's the other kid from Villanova?
Dwight Howard on the bench in Brooklyn.
I mean
That
Philly.
ain't
In
gonna mean
Philly. Sorry.
That ain't gonna mean nothing.
Yeah.
Like
No, he could be trade bait for Philly.
no, I wouldn't get rid of Dwight. No,
I wouldn't get rid of Dwight.
No, I'm not. But even if Embiid gets in trouble, like who Dwight gonna check? I go five. I go 5 guy roll. I have KD playing the 5. If you gonna bring Dwight out here,
That's facts.
KD gonna have 60 on him.
Yeah,
70.
move Ben Simmons to 5 then if he
Well, he can't have 60 if James Harden don't play some ball in the playoffs. But
But hey, let me ask you a question. Last night, right?
Yeah,
we
talk to me.
seen. I think the game was tied, and we seen who got the last shot for Brooklyn.
shout out to that Trust Ravens. He said most improved candidate Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, Mikal Bridges.
He's been balling.
Kyrie got the
Bridges
shot.
been
Kyrie
balling.
got the shot last night when the game was tied.
That don't mean nothing.
What y'all think about that?
Kyrie,
Who's gonna be taking the shot?
Is
It
that not?
doesn't matter. With them
Okay.
three, it
That's-
don't matter.
so that's one of the major-
That's the
Poison.
special. That's
Yeah,
the
you pick your
special.
poison.
I'm getting the ball to Kyrie though, because I think he's the most clutch.
It depends on who you playing.
Hey man, let me.
I don't give a damn who they playing.
Irv, before we move on, I gotta ask you a question.
KD
talk to me.
on any given
I gotta
night.
ask you a serious question, Irv. Since before we move on,
Okay.
getting Kyrie, Harden, and KD together, is that not like a slap in the face to Russell Westbrook?
Wow. And Russell over there in DC.
Because Russell Westbrook do everything better than Kyrie except for handle and shoot.
He's not a
can't
better
do none of
player.
He's not a better
than
point
He can't
Kyrie.
do nothing better
I
than
said handle
Kyrie.
and shoot.
He can't do nothing better than Kyrie besides pad the ball and rebound. That's it.
He play better defense than Kyrie.
Yeah.
He rebounds better than Kyrie.
He definitely rebounded.
He can rebound and pass.
He gets
and play
he
defense.
gets to the rim better than
But
Kyrie.
how
He doesn't
is that-
finish as good as Kyrie,
how
but he
is
gets
that
to the
a-
rim
how
better
is
than
that a
Kyrie.
slap in the face?
Because basically
They
KD
put the team
and
back
James
together.
Harden was like, yo, we can get back together, but fuck Russ. We need somebody else that can actually shoot and not go
Kyrie, you think they'll trade Kyrie? I don't think they are.
No, fuck no.
save it.
For what?
There's a segment for this.
I have a question though. What about that? What's the question I'm about to ask? I just had a brain freeze. I'm sorry. Can't even think
All
of
right,
a question.
well, since you having a brain freeze, let me go. I think we need theme music for this next game.
Thank you, Troop.
I do-
We
I
don't have theme music.
I remember my question now though.
Let's go to the game, man. We about to play our game right now. Cap or no cap? Talk to me.
Wait. Well, we got one more segment before
Oh,
we
we
get
got
there.
one more
Yeah.
segment? Oh,
Wait,
I thought we
let's
was going
let's
cap or no cap.
you don't want to talk about the HBCUs? You don't want to talk about the big moves coming out of HBCUs?
Hey,
I'm gonna
man.
let y'all talk about that.
Hey man, hey, shout out to Dion, man.
Listen, man.
I don't know if I want to talk about this, man. Why you want to
I'm
talk
not
about
talking about
Dion
no Florida State guy.
Yeah, why you-
I already don't even know what happened. So
Hey
I don't
man,
wanna
talk about Dion
hey
again.
man,
I don't wanna talk about this. This ain't
I get.
TMZ.
Hey man, if you want to be quiet, that's fine. Me and Ice the only HBCU
right, go
attendees here, HBCU grads, whatever
I
you
went
want
to
to call
Coppin
it.
State.
Listen,
I went to
Okay,
Coppin
so
State.
you HBCU as well. So Bo, you the only one excluded. Hey man, listen, at a HBC, hey Prime got. Go ahead, Ice, you got this.
Listen, man. Shout out to James. But I did.
Big Gay James.
Vaughn is really your friend because I called you an idiot earlier, though, saying that, you thought it was staged and stuff like that. But, bruh, we know HBCUs is in the middle of the hood, bruh.
Ice, nobody's off limits, right?
No, listen, they probably a youngin.
They didn't know
Seen
who
a
they
nice
was robbing.
yeah,
They
you
who they
didn't
was
know.
robbing.
So that happens. Like it happens. Like
It happened to Boosie. It happened to Benny. It happened. I mean,
Dion from the hood, so he's.
That's why Dion wasn't tripping.
he
Dion
from the hood.
Dion
and he
was
knew
praising
who to
him.
go to get
That's
the
what I'm
stuff back.
saying. Like, let me get my boombox back, man. I ain't tripping off of it. Yeah, I'm gonna make the police report, all that. He got it back. He got a letter. And Dion, a player, Dion said, man, you know what? Holla at me. I'll give you a job. Like, you ain't gotta be living your life like that. Like,
That's the beautiful part.
that's the
about it.
beautiful part about it. Like, man, he's not even upset because he gets it. We all get it. Like, we all from the hood. Like, we all know cats that's been B&E since they was 9, 10 years old.
And let's be clear. These ain't easy times right now.
Man,
It's hard times out here,
it's
bro.
COVID, bro. Like,
A lot of people's not working.
A lot of people are
They
not
have
doing
no
well.
money.
Period.
They ain't getting no
And that's before you
unemployment
get to the
and none of
health
that.
care, the health issues. Shout out to Court who dealing with health issues right now. I mean, everybody's not doing good. So I mean,
and you are in Jackson, Mississippi. Ain't much going on.
I ain't never been to Mississippi, but I'm pretty sure ain't much going on out there.
Ain't much going on in Mississippi, bro.
I'm surprised they ain't leaving noose on it.
Like, in
Wait a
these
minute.
times, man,
All right, man. Y'all
he
finished?
got it back. Dion
No,
got
we're
it
not
back.
finished,
Y'all
man.
finished, man. I want to play my new favorite game.
We got it,
Man,
man.
shout out to Shador, man.
What you think, Vaughn?
Nah, I mean, I'm gonna take up for my man. You know, I took up for James this morning
did.
because I felt like Cause real talk, Big Game James, he done been at a lot of universities. He done seen publicity stunts everywhere. So I mean that's cool. But this right here, like the stuff we done seen at HBCUs, bro. This ain't nothing new.
This ain't nothing.
Nobody's off limits, bro. It's just like being in the hood. Like Stephon Marbury got robbed in the barbershop. And when you in the hood,
In
and
his
the
own
HBC,
hood.
most HBCUs are in the hood. Facts.
Facts.
That's certified facts. So
I
nobody's
was
off
going to
limits.
class and I'm hearing gunshots damn near every day.
Facts.
That's facts.
And the crazy thing is, one of the founders of the KKK was like 3 blocks away.
Yo.
Lived in the hood, like that. It was crazy. The craziest shit I ever seen in my life.
So I mean, I feel as though I'm kind of echoing Ice, man. I feel as though it wasn't a publicity stunt. It was real. And the fact that Deion knew who to go to, and instead of like condemning the action, he actually made it a positive thing. He's like, "Yo, come holla at me. I got a job for you. Let's change the
change
trajectory
that narrative,
of this
man.
narrative." Yeah. And so shout out to Prime, man. Shout out to Shador. Shout out to Prime for making this a positive thing, man. And I hope. I mean, I've been to Jackson. It's nothing there. Nothing.
You really got people out here starving, like.
Yeah. So people really hurting out there. Yeah, and I know people
And
from that area.
I'm quite sure Deion got mad different whips. He ain't know that was Prime, unless it could have been a new whip.
Yeah.
Somebody from Jackson getting some money. They probably granted Deion. It probably had the new plates on, like no prime time plates, nothing like that.
And think about how much
Dealer
worse
plate.
it could have been. Because if they was in Louisiana, they probably would have robbed the whip and then waited for the person who owned the whip to come up to him. And if they didn't know who he was, they would have ran up on him and did something stupid.
Exactly.
And then we could have lost him. So I mean, it's like I said, nobody is off limits, and HBCUs are in the hood. Period, man. So shout out to Prime for keeping that positive. And we really needed to highlight that, Irv, because I mean he did a positive thing in the midst of something negative.
He did
man.
do a positive thing, and shout out to Dion for keeping it playing, definitely. But now, cap or no cap?
Cap or no cap? Let's go, man. Cap or no cap? First thing. All right, so the rules of cap or no cap. The panel and you guys in the comment section, go ahead and drop it. There's questions. It's cap or no cap. Cap is if you believe it. No cap is if you don't believe it. I'm sorry. Cap is if you don't believe it. No cap is if you do believe it to be true. And if you don't believe it to be true, you gotta give us an explanation. So the first thing on cap and no cap, Aaron Rodgers will win the NFL MVP this year, but lose the Super Bowl. Cap and no cap.
Hold on, real quick, D. And for the people in the panel, let's have some fun with it. If you think it's cap, I want to see the cap emoji in the comments. And if you think it's true, let me see the 100. Let's do it like that.
Yeah,
all
man.
right, D, go ahead. Do your thing.
All right, cap and no cap, man. Aaron Rodgers wins the NFL MVP this year, but loses the Super Bowl.
Didn't we ask this last week?
I don't think we did. You want to start
Ice?
with that, Ice?
No cap.
Irv?
I say cap.
Oh, wait. I read it wrong. My bad. I'm tripping.
I say this is cap. I think Aaron going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Oh. Okay. Bo?
Hold on, you said cap.
I say it's cap.
He says it's false because he think Aaron gonna win the Super Bowl
I'm
too.
gonna come back.
Hollywood, what's up, my guy?
So are you saying that Aaron Rodgers is gonna be the NFL MVP and win the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Ooh, Jesus Christ.
No cap. He will win MVP. He'll lose Super Bowl.
I'm gonna come back and say cap. He's going to win the MVP, but he won't be in the Super Bowl. So he won't even lose the Super Bowl. He's not gonna be there.
Okay.
right.
Irv, you the only one that didn't believe this. So how you feel? How you feel about this in totality?
Personally, I feel like Aaron Rodgers got a lot riding on his legacy, and he really got to show and prove. This is his best opportunity to go to the Super Bowl in the past couple of years. I know he got a legend in front of him, a legend with a lot of weapons, but Aaron has what it takes to not only win this game, and personally, I would love to see him and Mahomes go head to head, and I think that would be an amazing game. I think Aaron can win it all this year.
All right, man. Yo, shout out to Keller for the culture. He said he still don't know what cap means. Yo, this guy. All right, man. Let's go with the next one. Shit. Fuck. Okay.
You all right, man?
Yeah, man. Cap and no cap.
Sweet
Cap or no cap, Barry Bonds will never be inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame.
Cap, he'll get in eventually.
Cap, he gotta get in.
He'll get in.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Cap.
I'm gonna say Cap too. He got to get in.
He gotta
Why?
get in.
I'm
gonna say Cap too. I think he
Even before the steroids, he still was one of the best baseball players ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just take his numbers before all the steroids.
He still got
Hall of Fame numbers.
Before the
There was only one. There was
steroid.
only one player
the
better than him before his head started growing, and
Okay.
that was Ken Griffey Jr.
My only rebuttal to this
My favorite player.
is it would be different if we got conscious people voting, but these are the writers, and we know how the media writers can be as it pertains to especially baseball, because these old white men.
Pete Rose never got in, right?
Nope.
Still ain't
So
in.
if Pete Rose
it
ain't
might
get in,
be.
Hold on, wait a minute. Pete Rose never got in, and he a white man.
an old white man.
Yeah, and Barry Bonds a black man.
But
let me go
Pete
deeper
Rose
on
had
one thing.
beef
Hold
with who's the old MLB commissioner? He had
Rose.
serious beef.
No, not Pete Rose. I'm sorry.
He
I
had
forgot the
serious
guy's name.
beef with the
Yeah,
old
he
commissioner,
passed away.
and the old commissioner said you'll never get in because of that beef. He could have, if he would have just got rid of the arrogance and apologized before dude passed away, then he probably would have got in already. So who knows? But
Speaking on Barry though, maybe eventually they will maybe have a special wing for people who was in that era, but eventually he has to get in. The talent was there, and he had the numbers to get in before his head started getting.
I don't
bigger,
think like they shouldn't discredit that because everybody was doing it.
They allowed to do it. They knew they was doing it.
The
Like
pitchers was doing it too.
everybody was
Yeah,
doing
and
it.
baseball
So,
knew they was doing
they
it.
benefited off of it. too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Come
like
on, wasn't
the-
nobody watching that baseball like
And,
that.
the writers were asked not to comment on it, and they were
Come on.
complicit. So they just as hypocritical as
Exactly.
everybody.
Like
else.
y'all knew they was doing it. Y'all put it in the game, and it worked for y'all at that time.
And it's just
Come on.
And the only reason we brought this one up was because the voting is coming up right now, so it's fitting that we have this
Is
conversation.
Mark McGwire in? He's not in either, right?
He's not. No.
Nope.
Sammy
Not
Sosa
Mark
not in
But
either,
hold
right?
on, Mark McGwire
Black
shouldn't
Sammy
get
Sosa
in.
might get in. White Sammy Sosa not gonna get in.
I don't know what color.
Sammy shouldn't get in either. And the reason why
Which one, black or white?
Neither. The reason why Mark McGwire and Sammy shouldn't get in, when you look at Mark's career, he was using his whole career. Okay? Sammy Sosa was trash. And then all of a sudden he was all world. Barry Bonds had been the
Bud
man.
Selig. Yeah.
I agree.
He was a 40-40 guy. Like,
Thank you, Truss.
yeah, Mark
Oh, I knew that.
and Sammy should not get in.
I knew it was Buzz.
Barry should.
All right, man. Cap and no cap. Deshaun Watson will not be on the Houston Texans roster next year. Cap and no cap.
No cab. He is out of there, buddy.
Irv?
I'm going to say Cap.
Ooh.
I think he stays.
Why?
Because in the NFL, you don't get your way like that. This is not the NBA.
So the inmates don't run the prison?
Either you suck it up or you retire. Word to Barry Sanders, Megatron, and, you know, Chad Johnson ruined his career doing this. So there's enough examples in front of Deshaun for him to really reconsider trying to play hardball with an NFL team. I say it's Cappy State.
The times have changed, though, Irv.
This is
Not in
facts.
football. This ain't the NBA, man. I'm with you, Irv. He's not Cap. I say Cap because he gonna leave, but not this offseason. That's how I feel. Unless Cap. I don't think he's going nowhere. I don't think, like Irv said, you ain't working your way out of the NFL. They don't give a damn who you is.
Well,
I'm going to say that's.
you think he'll sit out? He'll pull a
I would.
You won't get paid.
I would.
He won't get paid.
He paid already.
He paid
He
already.
got a signing bonus.
Yeah. I'm going to say there's no cap. I'm going to say that he's out of there, too. Yeah. Cap and no cap, Tiger Woods will pass Jack Nicklaus before he retires from golf.
He's got 4 left. I'm going to say
He can get them all this year, bro.
he's not.
Cap. And once upon a time,
think-
I thought this was a no-brainer,
I think
but
it's Cap.
it's Cap.
Man, no
He-
cap.
he
I got
won't
faith
cap.
in you, Tiger.
Listen,
He's
man.
not
He'll
going to
pass him. I got faith in
4,
Tiger.
he got to win 4 majors.
He'll
Like,
win.
He's got to
It
win
won't
4.
happen. He's done.
All you got to do is get hot. All you got to do is get hot in the Masters.
How old's Tiger?
45. It's over.
It's over.
These young boys coming for him.
They've been coming for him.
But it's different, man. Tiger had about 3-4 back surgeries. Like, man, y'all watch the doc yet?
Bro,
I ain't even watching
with golf, 45 don't mean nothing. Phil Mickelson and what's the Shark's name? Phil Mickelson been winning.
When they won a
Was it Greg Norman?
Greg
major.
Norman. Greg Norman and Phil Mickelson.
When they won a major, every 20 years.
All it takes is 4.
Yeah,
VJ Singh done won the
we're
majors,
going
bro.
to be 90 years old when Tiger is 1,000 and winning.
Hey, as long as he get it, it don't matter, do it. He already to go. I don't care how many majors he got. He already to go.
So
Of
when
course, he'll have him in the next 3 years.
Okay.
I can
I'm
see
sorry,
that, Court. I can see that.
I can see
Court.
that too.
I can see that.
I mean, as long as he's within 2 before the age of 50, he's good.
These young boys
Man,
don't
I
pull
don't
up to
see
him.
it. I don't see it, man. Because how many majors is it?
Four
With
years.
that's
golf,
tough,
you just got to know how to play the courses against
tough,
some of the
bro.
competition.
It's tough.
That's facts.
How many he need? 4?
He need,
He need
4.
4.
He had 15.
Cap.
He won it. He won in 2019.
Yeah,
he won the Masters.
He ain't gonna get it.
4.
He ain't
though.
gonna get it. Yeah, I just thought
I think
I
he will.
hope he does. I want him to.
I would want him to too, but
If all of this nonsense didn't happen, he would have been at 30 by now.
yeah. But
Yo, shout out to the and I know we in the middle of cap and no cap. Thank you for that. Thank you for putting me on to the Tiger Woods
it's
documentary.
phenomenal.
Listen, guys, if and we don't normally give publicity to stuff that's not affiliated with podcasting. We always big up other podcasts, but we don't always give publicity for stuff that's not affiliated with podcasting. But if you have not watched that Netflix special
Yo.
about Tiger Woods, that documentary that he was actually involved in and commented on, you are doing yourself a disservice. So please go watch that. It is a great, great biopic, and that man was the caveat of hoes. But with that being said,
Yo. Man, Tiger was running it up, wasn't he?
you talk about a dog.
Yo, he was on pace for Wilt while being married, yo.
Yo, facts. I felt bad for Elin
Yo.
after that. Yo, at first I was like that gold digging hoe, but when I saw
for Elin, I felt bad for the original mistress.
oh yeah,
She
yeah,
was like,
the one with the
"Man,
lips.
all these joints coming out the woodworks.
I thought I was the
I
only
don't
one.
know what they're talking about.
Man, y'all
I ain't
gotta-
see it. I haven't
y'all
seen
gotta
it.
see the
Yo,
doc,
y'all gotta
yo.
see the biopic, man.
Yo.
That it is.
And hold
It
up,
is.
Tiger participated in this.
Yes.
You gotta watch it.
Yes, he
And they rolling.
participated. I just
You
watched part
gotta-
2
You
on.
gotta watch it. We'll have to talk off.
Yeah,
air.
yeah.
We
All right,
don't
we'll
want to
talk
be
off.
spoiled.
I watched part 2 on Monday when it got released at midnight.
Listen,
Oh
man.
my God! Yo, I'm surprised he was complicit. Well,
Yo.
I'll leave that where it is. All right.
But one thing
Maybe
about
maybe
Tiger,
trying to cleanse his soul.
he was at the top of his game.
Well,
Maybe trying to cleanse.
no,
his soul.
it wasn't about cleansing his soul. Tiger was, and I don't want to give away too much, but he
We'll
was
talk
tired
off
of
air.
living.
We'll
Yeah,
talk
okay.
off air.
All right,
We'll
all right,
talk off air.
all right. So, cap or no cap with Harden, the Nets don't need Kyrie to win a championship.
Cap.
No
Cap.
cap. No
They
cap.
actually look
That's
better without
cap.
Kyrie.
Listen,
Y'all better put some respect on Kyrie's
Hey,
name, man.
hey, no cap, because if they trade Kyrie, they can get the pieces they need to win a chip.
They not trading Kyrie.
They not trading Kyrie.
And they probably won't. But I'm just saying, if they trade Kyrie, if they use him as
Who you
bait,
trade him to?
I don't know who I trade him to, but I'm looking for rim protection, especially rim protection that can shoot.
Pause.
I might trade Kyrie for AD.
And you really think LeBron James is gonna
LeBron
let that
ain't letting
happen?
go of AD.
Yeah,
What you
all right.
doing, man? This ain't fantasy basketball.
Would you trade Kyrie
Yeah,
for Paul
make sure-
George?
Make sure you don't refill that
Hell
drink.
no.
You want to trade Kyrie for Paul George?
Absolutely not.
Kyrie gonna show up in the playoff. He gonna show up.
Thank you, Court. Big cat.
So why would you try Paul?
Will Paul George show up in the
You
playoff?
understand what I was saying right there?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
That's why I sit. That's why I sit.
Always talking about it because I love.
If they
Classic.
don't win this year, I mean all of them boys, all three.
They got
of them is
time.
young, yo.
Yeah, they got time.
They don't have to win this year.
Yo, shout out to Ernest
They
Alice.
really
Ernest
don't.
Alice, and not any of us, but Ernest Alice
Ernest
said
Alice
Tiger
is
needs
wild.
some of that black pussy. Shout out to DJ.
Whoa, come on here.
Ernest Alice said that. Not anybody on this panel. We respect the FCC, but Ernest Alice said that. He said he's like Clarence Carter. He needs that stroking. He also said Kyrie locker room and
That's false. That's false.
off the court issues.
That's false. He has no locker
Kevin
room
Porter getting
issues.
traded to the Rockets.
Who?
Kevin Porter.
Breaking news: Kevin Porter just got traded to the Rockets, and they just got even stronger than what they already were.
And they still might not make the playoffs.
That's facts. But they got enough draft picks to make next year a problem for everybody. With that being said, cap and no cap, and this is the second to last one. Lamar Jackson will never get to a Super Bowl. Cap and no cap.
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 No cap.
C-A-P.
No cap. No cap.
I'm gonna say cap. He'll get
Cap.
to one.
He gonna
No
get to
cap
the
because
Super
he
Bowl.
ain't cap. How you like that?
No cap. That means if he gets to the Super Bowl, he got to beat Pat Mahomes, and
That's
I don't
fact.
see it happening.
And Josh Allen. No
Listen,
cap.
Pat
I don't see it
Mahomes
happening.
is not going to be Pat Mahomes once Eric.
He got to
B
be. He got to beat Pat Mahomes.
What you mean once Eric B. Lee? You like Andy Reid ain't there.
Bo.
Once
Bo.
Eric
He got to
B.
beat. He got to beat Pat
Stop
Mahomes.
it.
He got to beat Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Deshaun Watson. It ain't happening.
Yeah.
It's over.
No, he beat
No
Deshaun
cap.
Watson. What are you talking
No.
about?
Not in the playoffs.
Not with a good team. He beat him with Bill O'Brien.
He ain't beat him in the playoffs.
He ain't beat him in the playoffs. That's
Hold
that's
on.
fact.
I'm
Nobody
going-
care about
I'm
regular
going
season.
on wax.
Y'all acting like the man been in the league 10 years.
I'm going
man.
on-
Give
I'm
him
going-
some time,
I'm going
man.
on wax.
He gonna get.
And I
think
know it's
he'll
home
get to one.
cooking. Lamar Jackson is going to a Super Bowl.
I agree.
All right. He'll be in the
It's
box
on wax.
seats.
It's on wax. No, he's starting.
I'll
Better learn how to throw the ball.
Oh man. And the last cap and no cap for the night is cap and no cap. Referees cost the Browns the AFC Championship game.
cap.
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 Cap. We all agree that that's cap.
Cap.
That's bullshit. They had plenty of chances.
Not running the ball cost him.
That's facts. That's facts. All right, man. Final comments, man. Let's go.
Final perspective. Let's see. Who's going last this time? I don't know, Ice. I feel like you got something to say tonight. So,
So do I.
Bo, let's start it off.
Eagles. I hope y'all made the right decision. Y'all let go Doug Peterson, who I think should have not got fired for this guy. I don't even know his name. I hope he make it work. I mean, 'cause if he don't, he's gonna be hell in the city. He's gonna be out of the job in 3 years, maybe 2. That's all I got to say. Everybody stay safe out there. I ain't got nothing to say.
And I'll just be real quick too. I'm gonna leave the heavy hitters for last, but just shout out to my man Mark Ingram, the man who created Big Trust. He has been released by the team. Shout out to Robert Griffin III as well. Excellent mentor for Lamar Jackson during the first couple of years of his career. These are two classy individuals, and I hope they land on their feet. But definitely, shout out to you, Mark Ingram. You was only here for 2 seasons, but you created a movement. You brought some good energy to the locker room, and I hope you land on your feet, brother. If you're not done, I hope you play somewhere. I hope you stay healthy. That's all I got. Mr. Professional, talk to me. What's your final perspective?
I'm keeping it simple tonight. Bills Mafia, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go and perform in Kansas City and get to the chip, man. And whoever's there, be it Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady, I don't give a damn who's there, man. Let's show up and show out. Peace out.
All right, Ice, take us home, man. What's your final perspective?
We the mafia, baby. We here. We here. You know, I was a kid last time. You know, we've been at this level, and man, this is our year, man. I said it. I'm on wax. Having the Bills in the Super Bowl. Am I not, fellas?
You are
On wax.
I'm on wax.
on wax.
The Bills will be in the Super Bowl, and I'm holding on to that. Mahomes, we on your ass. We want you to play. If you got to play with 2 helmets on, put them shits on, and we coming into Arrowhead, and we on y'all ass. Let's go. Bills Mafia against Brady, and we beat Brady in the bowl in Tampa. Let's get it.
Wow. All right, guys, and I just want to thank everybody for tuning in to Fresh Perspective. Thank you to HBCU Sports for these wonderful microphones. Shout out to the Rise Up Sports family for always supporting and sharing our show and just keeping the comments on fire. Shout out to the On Point Network and just everybody who continues to tune in every week. We appreciate you guys and just got mad love for y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. But everybody stay safe out there. Peace and blessings.
Shout out to HBCU Esports, man. Peace and blessings.
Peace out.
Big game.